what struck me when this was where God led me when we were praying about this, and what so struck me was that we can hear God. In this point, Samuel heard God. He heard the call, Samuel, Samuel, but he didn't know God, and so he had no idea who was talking to him. And it's only at this point where he says, "Speak, because your servant is listening," that God actually comes and God actually speaks to him and reveals this incredible word and starts him on this path of him becoming this incredible prophet who anoints kings and prophesies so much about the nation of Israel and what it was back then. That was the key for me. I wonder, and what so struck me was, I wonder how many times have I missed the call of God? How many times has he been calling, Dan, Dan? But I haven't recognized his voice. I haven't heard that call. I thought, maybe social media is calling to me. Maybe this is the direction I should go. But in fact, the whole time he is there. This is the God who built us for relationship. The whole journey of your life, he is calling to you. He's calling, Dan, Dan, I've got something I want to share with you. I've got something that I want to give to you. And all we have to do is say, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." And he reveals this incredible word to us. Verse 7 is, "Now Samuel did not yet know the Lord. The word of the Lord had not yet been revealed to him." And such a key for listening is knowing who's talking. We can't understand how to recognize someone's voice if we've never spoken to them before. When Hannah calls me on the phone and I haven't looked at my caller ID and I just pick up, and she said, "Hi, it's me," I know exactly who's calling. If Hannah's uncle's cousin's sister calls me and says, "Hi, it's me," I've got no idea who that is. We need to know, we need to have relationship with God in order to understand who's calling. And it's that's exactly why that verse says, he didn't know the voice of God. We need to understand that. We need to have that relationship with God. And as we start to have that relationship, as you start to spend time listening to him, as you spend time in a secret place listening to him, all of a sudden you start to recognize his voice. And when you're out and about doing your shopping or you're going to work, all of a sudden that voice starts to become easier to hear. You start to recognize, hold on a sec, I recognize that voice. It's not Samuel, Samuel. You're not running to Eli anymore. You're saying, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." And you're hearing that.